looking at a new world order? And if we are, what will it look like? Let's cross to Ireland first. Jerry's in Sligo. Jerry, what would you like to say?
In this video, we're about to watch James O'Brien and an Irish caller completely tear apart MAGA for their foolishness and Conor McGregor for his ridiculous fiasco with Donald Trump at the White House. As always, we'll check it out together first, and then I'll share my thoughts with you.
Well, James, frankly, I think the die is cast.
Yes.
The problem is not Trump, essentially. The problem is the 70-plus million Americans who put Trump there. So even if Trump were gone in 2 weeks' time, for some ridiculous reason, the issue is still there. The Americans have turned inwards and they've closed their face to the world. The ludicrous nonsense about the EU having been formed to upset America, for God's sake. Yeah. Anyway, never mind any of that. The facts of the matter are there is going to be a redrawing of a new world order because there has been, and it's been forced upon us by 70-plus million Americans.
I mean, I wonder whether we underestimate the unique nature of Trump's diabolical genius. You know, I watched J.D. Vance lying and talking gibberish, and I don't worry. I think, yeah, all right, he might bring some people with him, but you can tell that he's a balloon, can't you? You can tell that Captain Eyeliner is not going to be able to whip up aircraft hangars full of people into murderous frenzies before setting them loose upon the seat of his own country's government. Trump is possessed, whether we like it or not, of something quite different, and therefore, sine Trump, perhaps the recalibration begins to reverse. That's the closest I can get to optimism, Jerry, so tread carefully because you tread upon my dreams.
I think you're spot on. He has a unique sort of charisma. Well, I personally wouldn't see it, but
sure.
He does resonate with certain people. I'm sorry to say, and again, I don't wish to be disparaging of the entire American nation. But, I mean,
just as well, Jerry, just as well.
70 plus million of them haven't had the wit.
But what if
they
voted for cheaper eggs? They voted because they think Michelle Obama is a man. They voted because do you know what I mean? The effort put in.
What does that tell you, James?
I don't know.
What does that tell you?
I don't know.
It tells you that you're dealing with people who, for God's sake, they haven't the wit to find their way through what's going on in their own country.
But hasn't that always been true when dictators arrive in power through democracy? And I don't think it's unique to the United States. It's a human condition, not an American condition.
Oh, I agree with that, but you would never have expected it to land in America, you know, with their approach to things, you know.
You might have Conor McGregor. You might have Conor McGregor running for office over there soon.
Yeah, perish the thought.
Well, and then what do we say without wanting to malign the entire island of Ireland? But what if he managed to secure enough support to make his way into office, into power?
James, I've got 40 quid here in my pocket. No, euros.
Euro, please.
40 euros here in my pocket, which I'm prepared to have with you. McGregor will never see the light of day.
I don't think I'm allowed to take that bet for broadcast regulatory reasons. But let's say metaphorically, I think your money's safe, and you know it. But a quick word actually, while you're here, when he turned up in the Oval Office and almost was posited by Trump as the spokesperson for Ireland, the representative of modern Ireland, how did that make you feel?
Well, I mean, to be honest, buffoonery. I mean, two buffoons sort of wrapping their arms around each other. Trump seems to derive some sort of pleasure at being obnoxious.
Yes.
Look how far I can push you, and look how far I can go with you.
Yes.
The other guy is just a complete cretin. I mean, for God's sake. It would be like trying to apply sensible commentary to watching two roosters in a hen house bashing each other. There's no sense in it.
Jay, thank you, and thank you for just avoiding the maligning of the entire population of the United States, or even the 70 million that were tempted to vote for Donald Trump.
I absolutely adore it. Truly, I do. Just like the caller mentioned, there's something I must be cautious about, and I really want to avoid it. Someone left a comment either on one of my YouTube posts or the video itself cautioning me against this, and they were spot on. So thank you to whoever that is watching. What I want to avoid is focusing too much on the people who voted for Donald Trump in the last election and are now regretting it. I prefer not to dwell on them because the grim reality is they were deceived. They were led to believe things that simply weren't true. This is precisely why I made a video either yesterday or the day before where I said there should be legislation preventing politicians from lying to the public. The same should apply in the UK. However, we do need to address those voters who continue to support Trump, regardless of his actions. These are individuals who are so deeply entrenched in their beliefs, it's quite astonishing. As I've reiterated in various videos, most of these supporters aren't wealthy. They're not the elite or the 1%. They are everyday people, struggling families who support Trump regardless of whether his actions benefit them, which we know they don't. They refuse to listen to anything contradicting Trump's words. It's worth discussing why these adults can't see what Trump did in 2016, enriching only his wealthy friends. Fast forward to 2024, and somehow they've overlooked all that past wrongdoing and elected him again. It's baffling and mind-boggling. Now, on to Conor McGregor. An Irish caller mentioned how McGregor would never succeed politically in Ireland, and that speaks volumes. I understand that many of my American listeners might not perceive things as we do over here. In the US, Trump's administration filters what reaches the public. Believe me, Conor McGregor isn't as they portray him. I assure you this couldn't be further from the truth. McGregor has allegedly faced multiple serious accusations. He's the type of person Trump wants on his side to promote his agenda in Ireland. It's puzzling why so many of Trump's allies are involved in chaos like this. But it's amusing when callers voice their true feelings about such figures. For those in the US opposing Trump and the MAGA movement, know you're not alone. We see the absurdity, the foolishness, and we stand with you. Trust that I do. That's why I created this channel, to voice the truth and challenge deceitful, dictator-like behavior. We cherish democracy and believe no single person should wield unchecked power. As usual, share your thoughts in the comments about the caller's remarks on MAGA, Trump, and McGregor. Give a thumbs up for the algorithm, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to join us. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you in the next video.